It's one of the most boring bits. So what we had is this business problem where we need to actually document our solutions, but we don't want to spend any time doing it, and we would also like to share that documentation with other people. So it can actually help us describe the code that we've written, and is it working or is it not, and other people can understand. Now, SAP, lots of people didn't actually know that there is some functionality in SAP to expose UML diagrams, but there's no way you can actually share it. So you can create a PDF, but that's a little bit awkward. So we thought, hey, let's address this problem and find some way to extract out this stuff and share it. And then we saw the presentation about gravity. We thought, hey, that would be cool. Let's try and do it like that. And then we learned some stuff. We learned, where's my piece of paper? We learned that the gravity doesn't like JNet, which is the way that SAP normally exposes stuff. It likes the UML diagrams. So we tried a different format, XML, which is BPMN2, which is the language that Gravity likes. Yeah, well, that didn't really work either because we couldn't actually expose that directly into Gravity. We actually, I think we might have crashed the Gravity server overnight, the actual live production one. Yeah, it's back and running now. We tried to use JavaScript to actually insert a layer on top of Gravity, so we have a Gravity server. That didn't work either. So then we hacked the solution, and we've got this format called GMS, which is how Gravity sorts it. We don't know what the gravity modeling ship was. We're not quite exactly sure what that means. So where are we at? The idea is that we're going to collaborate. So what I think we should probably do is actually run through the solution now. You can see what we've got. So the idea is we can run tests. We've got a little program here. Try to build something really, really simple. There we go. That's a really simple program. You can see it executed up there. So hopefully, okay, right, we have a trace. Yeah, whatever. I'll just go upside translation. So we've got let's look at the evaluation of that. And there it is at the top. Right, this is where I cross my fingers last 3 minutes. So now we've got a little intercept, so it's asking do we want to actually display this diagram in Gravity. So press yes. That's pulled the data, reformatted it, played around with it a little bit, completely abused the Gravity file format. And so now, if I open up this, this is the real kicker. So we're connecting to a local Gravity server, and there we go. So we now have a simple UML use case diagram, which has actually got the programs and classes and stuff, and showing the method calls that happened between